Man, oh man. I think we have a historical moment right here. We have a repeat guest on DSC. It's been a while since I did an interview, but go ahead and introduce yourself to the folks, even though they know who you are.
Hey y'all, Myke Seatown. Who am I? I am 1/5 of Dead in Hip Hop, and I am 100% myself.
Are you really?
Well, maybe not 100%. I don't think anybody's 100% themselves.
Let's talk about. Do you really think that no one can be all they really are?
No, I don't. I mean, this is going to be some third eye, stay woke type shit.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's dive into it, man. Let's not fuck around. Let's not talk about the weather or our dicks or none of that shit. Let's talk about being yourself.
We could talk dicks later, but
All right, cool. Dicks always come up when I'm in the room. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, word, double entendre, boy. I like that.
All right, yeah, but being yourself, like, do you think anyone is it possible? Like, but that measurement 100%. Like, just being 100, I don't... You're right. I mean, I don't think there's anything we can do that's 100. Because we are...
No.
I think we're more complex than we think we are.
We're absorbing beings, man. So every single person that you meet every single day, they influence you in some way, shape, or form. So there's no way to be 100% yourself. Because, I mean, you yourself, you're an amalgamation of a whole lot of other fucking people. So... all these people that are just like, oh, 100. Shut up, dude.
No, you're not, dude.
No, you're not. You're maybe 65%.
When next time you see a girl bitching in the Whole Foods, it's like, I stay me, all right? I'm gonna keep doing me. Actually, it's impossible to do you because you're a construction. You're you just stop her, you take her phone away, you start talking to her about what is you talking about?
It's like, stop, get out of my head, get out of my face.
Does that ever creep you out thinking about how? Like you said, you're a mixture. I think about this shit too. It's like the way we speak English because we were raised here, and our parents spoke English. Someone taught them that shit. But like, I know this is so obvious, but like you'd be speaking something other. But it's a simple example of how this shit didn't magically pop into your brain. The ability to communicate using your voice, your gestures. You take all of that from the people who raised you.
Right.
Like. Just even how, like, I'm gesturing right now. You can't see it because we're not doing video right now. But the way you move your hands and all that stuff too. I think a good portion of it is from your environment. But I think there is that other portion, that nature thing that's just it's unknowable and it's unexplainable. What's passed down, what's just innately inside of you, like our desire to go on the internet and show ourselves, I think it's so vulnerable, but our desire to sort of express ourselves trump that. But like my relatives, like my brother, he's not like me at all in this realm. He has zero desire for people to know his shit. He has zero desire to go on the internet and talk about his feelings and shit. I'm the one doing all that stuff because I'm compelled to do it. But like we were raised in the same household. For the longest time, I thought I was just like him, but we're really super different people.
That's interesting. I mean, my brother, which is funny. Me and my brother don't speak at all, and haven't for years. But I found out he has a YouTube channel.
Wait, what?
Oh, dude, it's
wait.
rad.
What's his? I'm not gonna. Let's say his name is James. All right.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I mean, his name is Kiki. It's not his real name, but that's how we call him.
So is it like Kiki Seatown? Is that Kiki Seatown? Hey guys, welcome to open end hip hop.
Oh, Jesus
everything
Christ.
he does is just
Kiki Seatown. That sounds like the worst R&B singer ever.
Yeah. God, he was pretty good in the 90s, Kiki Seatown.
Yeah, Kiki Seatown was dope.
So you found out he has a YouTube channel. What the
Yeah, it's called... well,
you're actually going to... Wow, all right.
I don't care. Like,
all right.
whatever. It's called Homeboy's Cooking Channel.
Oh, wait.
Something like... It's either Homeboy's Cooking Channel or it's Homeboy's Cooking Network. And it's seriously, it's him in the kitchen in a wife beater just making just the most horribly unhealthy food.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
yeah,
man.
It's really ridiculous. I was like, and I didn't know anything about it.
Is it funny?
I mean, no.
I mean, does he
Not
want
to,
it to be?
I mean, yeah, he wants it to be funny. I don't. It's not funny to me, but I mean, maybe other people might put it on and be like, "Oh, this fucking black guy talking about stereotypical, black food. Like, oh, look, I'm making fried chicken. Oh shit, I'm making collard greens. It's just, I'm making sweet potato pie. It's like, dude, who the fuck wants to watch this?
Is he older or younger than you?
Oh, he's way older. I'm the baby.
But how many siblings do you have?
I have a brother and a sister.
Okay, so what? Can you talk about what happened? Just keep it vague if you want. Like, however, like what happened?
My brother, he's a dick.
Oh, okay, that's simple. That's simple enough.
Basically, he pulled some shit and didn't like the fact that he got called out on it, and he's too much of a fucking baby to admit that he did wrong, and he just stopped speaking. Sorry, that's my cat. I don't know if you can hear her.
Oh, Faith, huh?
Yeah, she's very needy today. But yeah, he just quit speaking to us rather than just say, hey.
So it's not just you.
Oh, no, he doesn't speak to me or my sister.
Damn. I have family members like that who haven't talked to the family in like 35 years because someone slapped them one time. How ridiculous. Back in Haiti, it's like, bataille avec moi. Like, just, like, you wouldn't know what that means with the one Haitian dude who's listening is like, ah! But, yeah, just, you have some stupid argument and it's like, oh, you can't do that to me. And then, you cannot do that to me, okay? You come to me, you slap me, okay? Oh, you don't do that.
Oh my god!
Don't do that to me.
That's so fucked up.
And then, I mean, that's a shitty Haitian accent. But yeah, someone smacked him, and yeah,
that's awesome.
God damn. So were you close to him when you grew up?
No. I wasn't close to anybody in my family, dude.
Really?
No, man. They all thought I was weird. My
even your family members, dude. I thought
my family especially, bro.
Holy shit! I always thought it was something where when I imagine Mama Seatown and Sister Seatown, I imagine they were also like you, just sort of like doing stuff they enjoy and sort of being okay with that.
No. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I really don't. Like my family. Oh my god, Faith, will you stop? My family, for the most part, is pretty normal. Like, my mom is just your standard, typical, Southern black mom. My sister is pretty normal, My brother is relatively normal. And then me, I don't know what happened. But they've always thought I was weird. My mom thought it was, like, when I was younger, she was a little bit worried that, like, she thought I was on drugs.
Oh,
stuff
shit.
like that, But
you were actually doing the exact opposite of being on drugs and drinking.
Exactly. And then when she found that out, she was like, oh, that's neat.
Did she get more concerned when she found out you were straight edge? Like, oh, boy.
No, she thought it was so cool because, she didn't want... Like, none of us ever got into drugs. Me, my brother, or my sister.
That's great, man.
So when she found out that I was straight edge, she found out what it was. She thought it was really cool. But then there was this documentary type of thing, or like expose that was shown on TV about straight edge kids. And it was all these crazy white dudes, jumping off a stage and moshing. And my mom was like, oh no, you are not. No, you're not going to these
How old were
places
you at this
anymore.
time?
I think when that aired, it was Network Earth. I think that was 94 or 95. So I was like 15 or 16, I think. When that aired, and she was not happy. She was like, are people running off the stage and jumping on your head? I'm like, yeah, if you can dodge them, you'll be all right.
She's like, no.
She's like, no,
way.
no, you're not. I'm not having this.
To her credit, I understand, man. What I thought moshing was like, I get it. It's not a rational thing to do. It's crazy. Like,
No, it's not.
What was that?
I was saying, no, I agree with you. It's not a rational thing to do. It's fucking stupid.
It's crazy, man. But I did it at that Death Grips concert, man. Dude, that was my first time.
That's weird.
Really? Why?
Of all the shows in the world,
What do you mean?
to be your first moshing experience.
Yeah,
Well, because
yeah.
the first time I saw Death Grips, I was confused as to why people... Will you stop it? The first time I saw Death Grips, I was actually weirded out by the fact that people were moshing. Because I've been going to punk shows and hardcore shows and metal shows for years, and I'm used to people moshing for that. But at a Death Grip show, it was just weird to me.
The music is hard as fuck. Well, why is that weird to you? It goes hard.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird.
You acknowledge that it's hard.
Yeah, it's definitely it's.
That's
hard.
what I say to a girl. You acknowledge. You acknowledge that it's hard. Why are you not? Yeah.
Why are you not moshing?
Yeah. I mean, so
I don't know, man. It's just weird to me. Like I didn't expect that when I saw him the first time, and then when I saw him the second time, I knew better, and I stood way the fuck in the back.
Damn, dude.
I don't like people touching me at all. Like,
so you don't mosh?
No.
I think we talked about this. Yeah, you don't like
no.
it.
Yeah. I don't like moshing.
Are you weird about hugs? Sorry about the burping, folks.
No,
I'm
not.
Hold on. That's how I burp. All right.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that worked.
Yeah. So, are you a bad hugger?
No, I like hugs.
Do you dap?
I dap, hug, all that. If I know you.
Tell me your dap to a person you don't know that well. What is your dap style? Describe it in detail.
So like if I'm out and some random dude just walks up and he's just like, "Hey, Myke C-Town, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
I'm not hugging him. No.
Oh, but there's no dap either.
No, I'll dap you. Like it depends on who it is. Like I can kind of get a vibe off of you.
Yeah.
Whether or not I give you like the kind of slap hand with the grip type of joint.
Yeah.
or if I just give you the stiff shake your hand.
Right.
But if I'm just meeting you, nah, man, I'm not hugging you because I don't know you like that. Like, why are you so close to me?
Yeah.
That's weird. Unless it's like a rapper. Because like if I'm going to interview somebody and it's like, oh, hey, this is, MC Cat in the Hat. Oh, shit, MC Cat in the Hat. Yeah, dap up, hug, whatever. But just like some random ass dude, like, hey, man. Nah, man, get away from me. I know that sounds really shitty. It sounds really, really shitty.
Yeah, but it's like you don't. No, it doesn't because you don't know them. Unfortunately, I think what the issue is that they are not in your position. They don't understand what it's like. I think one thing that's happened it's changed for me ever since I became a huge YouTube celebrity. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I get like 100 views on my videos. You know what I'm saying?
100?
Yeah.
God damn.
At most, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to be like you when I grow up.
On a good day, I get 100. But like one thing I learned is like people's perception of who you are. Like there are 17-year-olds who watch you, and they look at you like you looked at. I know it's hard for you to believe this, but they look at you like people you idolized when you were, or just really liked when you were in school, and who got you through your day. You are that for some people.
Yeah, I know, and it's weird.
It is very weird because they don't realize that we're just a bunch of. I mean, I'm not even including myself in this group, but like they don't know that you're just a dude. And I think that's one thing I learned just from making all these things, and just sort of whenever I meet people who I really like and idolize now, I sort of treat them with this understanding that like they don't want you to suck their dick, they don't want you to like just annoy them with compliments and all that stuff. It's like. You just keep it like very sort of civil and calm too. That's another good thing. It's like you want to keep it very down to earth and just real. Like I saw this guy from Animal Collective, one of my favorite bands. One of the dudes who plays there, and I saw him. He was out with his daughter, and it was like a Sunday. They were at some farmers market, and what I decided to do was like as I was walking past him, and I just did a thumbs up, and I was like, "Hey man. Good stuff." And I was leaving, and he was like, "Oh yeah, thanks." But I was gone by the time he could even like. So that was giving him like the minimal amount, the bare minimum that you could do. Like I wasn't trying to shake his hand, tell him my life story about how I love this shit. Because I mean I assume he gets that all the time, and it's like I don't. I guess two things happen when you meet someone like that. It's what you want them to know, and it's what you want. You want them to feel like you're cool too, to some degree.
Yeah, of course. And I think we touched on this a little bit last time, but like I'm with you 100%. What you did is what you're supposed to do.
Dude, thanks. Yeah, I was hoping that was because I saw him with his daughter, and I was like, man, I would have done the same thing even if he wasn't with his daughter. Right. But I was like, that was what I did. I was still a little bit like, okay, this is a little tricky because he's having a family moment. Like this is an important thing for him.
Yes.
So like,
yes. But you can tell when you meet a quote celebrity, you can tell if they want the conversation to go further than, hey man, good stuff. You can tell.
When they run behind you and grab your arm, come back here, please.
Or they'll
give me validation.
No, come back. Make me feel like I'm somebody. No, like I'm definitely not a celebrity, but like if I'm out and some dude just kind of like walks up and just say, hey man, how's it going? I love your videos, and then keeps it moving, that is a perfect scenario for me. But there might be certain days, like if he walks up and he's wearing, like a Panopticon shirt, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, hey man, I love your videos, and then he keeps walking. I might be like, hey man, great shirt. What else do you like? That kind of situation.
Yeah, so you're opening it up just a little bit more.
A little bit. But
right, but that's that key term though is a little bit. So you don't want to. This is where it gets tricky. Is like you don't want to think as the other guy. He still is not in the clear. That's not an invitation to say he can hang out with you for 2 hours.
Exactly.
Chase you. It's just for a little bit.
And that's the problem. A lot of people don't really understand that. Like, people will watch me on Dead End Hip Hop and think that all day long, every single day, all I want to do is talk about rap music and argue about rap music. And no, motherfucker, I don't.
Yeah. The Drake guy. There's like a Drake guy.
Oh yeah, I told you about that guy.
Yeah.
But that's every hip hop show that I go to nowadays. Like,
really?
If there's somebody there that recognizes me, they'll want to have like some deep conversation. Hey man,
dude, I want to see this so bad. I'm sorry,
no,
man, but I would laugh so hard. I'm just saying as a bystander, just to see like a guy just tap you hard on the shoulder. Hey, Myke, you that album? You said he pulls out a transcript. You actually said that you thought his you thought his flow was not that strong in this project, but I disagree.
I can't let you get away with saying that, man. I can't let you get away with that.
Like, actually, that's my opinion. I can just like, yeah, it's okay.
It's my video. It's my video, dude. Sorry, it's mine, and I'll say what the fuck I want.
What does that guy want? That's what I'm curious about.
He wants to walk away saying that he either one beat you in a debate or two changed your mind. That's what he wants. And I've gotten that so many times. So it gets to a point now where I just walk away. I'm not doing this.
Have you? What do you say to the guy?
I don't. Well, sometimes I don't say shit. I mean, I know everything I'm saying right now, Dom, sounds so fucking rude.
No, because I know, like, I'm at this level now where I'm in contact with guys like you and Fantano, and sometimes I'll call Fantano to ask him about like how he deals with certain things as far as like viewers, like. Because I'm just curious about at his level about how what things are like. Like he'll go to a Death Grip show and people are just like chanting his name and clapping and shit. It's like
right.
There's certain amount of stuff that comes with that.
I've seen it. It's weird.
Oh, what did you see?
No, I mean when we were at South by, it was just like every dude that walked by was just like, "Oh man, hey, you're Anthony Fantano. Oh man, hey," And I'm like. I mean, I don't know how that must feel for him. I don't know if it's stopped. I don't know if that's like a weird thing or if that's like a hey, I'm the shit type of thing, because we've never really talked about that, so I don't know. But for me, it would make me really uncomfortable.
Yeah, but that's the crazy part. And from what I understand, from every time I talk to Fantano about it, he's super level-headed about the experience. Like he's like I don't think it phases him. Like, I don't think it makes him feel great. I don't think it makes him feel awful. He's sort of like, this thing is happening to me right now. I'm going to shake this guy's hand and just get out. But,
he's used to it.
Right. But it's this weird thing where I feel like, I don't know about you, but I feel like ever since I was a kid, just drawing has been a way for me to get attention, especially like girls' attention. It's like I could get girls to stop and just listen to me and pay attention. So it's like this thing where... It's this two-edged sword where obviously I'm looking for positive attention from this. Just Attention in the sense that not about me, just to connect with people and all that stuff, and know that I'm connecting with people, like all the stories and shit that comes out of my head. I can connect with people, and that's awesome. But you also don't want too much. It's like it can get to the point where you're just like, I'm not that, like I'm. You don't want them to. It's weird, like you said, the guy who comes up to you and shakes your hand, and you can tell that he really likes it, and you're like, why do you, like, this doesn't make me feel good.
It doesn't.
If it's a girl, it's a little bit different, though. That's
even if it's a girl, I feel weird.
Really?
Yeah. If
it's a girl, I'm like, ugh.
Really?
I know it's shitty. I know
because it's not like, okay, for you it might be different because
sort of abuse my power.
I want to draw your titties.
Yeah.
Draw your titties. I want to. Never mind.
You failed that.
It was about. I had to. It was gonna go in so many bad directions.
Yeah, go ahead.
But like for you, they're. I feel like they're talking to you because you are talented. Drawing is a talent. Being a fucking clown on a video is not a talent.
You're doing that thing. You're doing that thing where you. Why are you discounting what you do? Why are you?
Because what I need people to understand.
You're about to say some wrong shit.
I'm not. I'm about to say some shit that I think should be motivating. God. Like what I do in front of a YouTube camera. Which that doesn't even exist. A YouTube camera's not even a thing. I just made it up. But I could have just went with that shit. Everyone like, yeah, it's cool. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what I do in front of a camera, it's not talented. It's not talented to listen to an album and then say, this is what I got from that album. So when someone comes up to me and they say, man, I really love your videos and you've taught me a lot and you this and you that, and I'm like, but dude, what did I teach you? I taught you how to listen to an album, or I taught you how to verbalize your feelings about the album. Like, no. Like, the only thing that I really want people to get from, at least from the Dead End Hip Hop videos, is just entertainment, man. Turn it on, laugh, have a good time, and then spark up a conversation with you and your friends. Now, my personal channel, like, if I talk about some serious shit on there, that's a different story. Like, but nobody's ever come up to me and been like, hey, man, your video about feminism was awesome. Yeah, no one's ever done that. No, not a woman, not a man, no one. So that would be a different story, but that's still not a talent. That's just somebody saying that they agreed with your opinion about an actual serious topic.
Dude, I argue every day about, probably not every day, that's probably an exaggeration, but I argue about talent and what it means. I don't, my problem with, what's your definition? What do you think it means to be talented at something?
That you can do something that not everybody else can do.
So you measure talent based on what everyone else can do?
Pretty much, yeah. Like so I guess everybody, that this whole like weird Christian thing, everybody's talented. It's a crock of shit. There's certain people in this world that are not talented at all. They are basically placeholders. Not saying that they don't. Yeah, it's true. I mean, not saying that they don't matter. They still matter. Everyone's life matters, but they're not. It's not like they can do shit that other people can't do.
Right. I'll go with you on this one. Okay.
So that's really how I base talent. Now,
if you can do a thing that the majority of the population cannot do, or at least if they can do it, they can't do it well. Or even some people can't do.
A lot of people can draw. A lot of people are really good at math. But that's a talent. Even if it's a learned talent, it's still a talent. I don't think that talking about an album is necessarily a talent. I don't think making fun of FIFO or yelling at Ken is a talent. Now, I think that it's cool when they just say, hey, I appreciate that you turned me on to certain albums. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. But that's still not a talent. That's just some shit that you could do on your own, but you're just, you're either, you don't have the time or you're lazy.
See, I think hard work has and always will be more important than talent. I think
true.
There are so many people who can draw better than me and speak better than me and do interview better than me, but like I think what it comes down to, I think the talent is you being able to stick with something, anything. I think if there's anything that's a talent, it's the ability to put aside like extra shit in your life and just focus on one thing. If you can focus on one thing for like 6 years, you're doing something that the majority of the population will never be able to do. Doing dedicate your time to one thing. It's like don't flip flop every week to week or blah 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 or half ass something. No. Go full speed at one thing for 6 years, and that's that's so rare to meet someone who can do that or has done that.
But what if focusing on that one thing is something in itself that doesn't have any talent? So, like, let's say if I focus, I woke up one day. There's talent to that. Yeah. There's definitely talent to a proper jerk. Come on,
proper jerk technique. There's some dude out there who just can't. He mushes his fingers into I can't get it right. I just don't know.
There's if you jerk off enough. You figure out exactly what it is that your dick likes.
Dude, I learned that shit when I was 16. Dude, every dude has that experience where like a girl tries to jerk you off. It's like, and you put your hand gently on her wrist and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I am a master at this. Why would you try to do this to me?
You're absolutely right, because they don't have a dick. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, you have no clue. But on the flip side, that's funny. On the flip side, we're expected to know how to finger them to orgasm.
Are we?
Sort of.
I've never had a woman expect me to finger her.
You never had a girl just bust out the paper? She's like, you gotta do this.
No, man. You as a man, especially if you're a whore, you're supposed to research that and learn that shit on your own.
Okay,
you should never depend on a woman to teach you how to please her. Now, you should ask her, are there certain things that you like? But that's only after you've been dating her for a while.
I was going to say, yeah, asking is ooh.
That's only if you've been dating her for a while. You don't take on some fucking honky tonk special and just be like, yo, how you want me to eat your ass?
How you want me to get fucked?
Do I go full on tongue? Do you want me to just lick around the edge? Like, how you want me to do this? Nah, man, that's different. You just dive in this shit and never mind.
I think, by the way, speaking on this, I'm going to say this. I think maybe for the first time on the internet, I think, okay, you're saying you can be talented at drawing, right? You agree on that? Can you be talented at writing?
Yeah.
Can you be talented at running really fast and jumping? Don't lose me here. Don't lose me.
Okay. I guess you can.
What do you mean you guess? You say
you can. You can.
Okay. All right. So, fucking.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. So why is it this thing where it's like you're not allowed to publicly be good at that?
Wait a minute. What do you mean you're not allowed to be publicly good at that?
What I'm saying is like you can't get this kid who's like 21 and like, you know what? I'm really good at this and I'm going to make something of myself in this field and I'm going to dedicate my life to doing this, and whether it's porn or some other shit or just being a sex therapist or whatever, like it's like a shameful thing. If you're that person, especially if you're a girl, especially.
That's just our fucked up Judeo-Christianity bullshit.
I think that
we're still hung up on. That's all that is. It has nothing to do with with anything else. It's all like this stupid hang up we have on religion and these religious morals. It's bullshit.
Because it's like, this is one of the most important things of our reality, man. It's how we make more of us. It's how we connect. It's this thing we spend so much time and effort thinking about.
Right.
But you can't openly discuss it. You can't talk about how important it is to people. And like, just all jokes aside, it's like, it's a very important thing. Even just like you look at like a single cell organism multiplying, like that's what we're doing here. But it's like you can't be good at that. You can't get money for being good at that either. It's like it's always seemed criminal to me for some reason. It's like
it is it's okay. So it's totally okay for someone to make a bunch of money because they're a stock trader. That's totally fine because, you've learned how stocks work. You learned the law averages, all that good shit.
Yeah.
It's okay for you to make money doing that, but it's not okay for you to make money learning how a woman is properly pleased, learning how to control your own body, to where you last a certain period of time.
And
all
ultimately,
that shit.
what you're doing is you're learning how to consensually, of course, give someone happiness. Like whatever you want to just boil it down, you're entertaining them, creating intimacy, whatever it is you're looking for. But it's legal for me to learn how to kill somebody with a gun, right? Like I can do that.
Right, but it's totally immoral to be a sex worker or to be. I mean, I
go to the military and learn how to kill people. I mean, like,
right?
It's. I mean, sure, defense is important and all that stuff, but we all know, especially in this country, we just, oof, boy.
I think it's a crock of shit. I think the fact that people look at, and I'm not shitting on people that go to the military, but I think that people that look at them and they put them in this high regard, but then they look at someone like, your average blue collar worker or a prostitute, and they say, well, they're disgusting. Why? Why is this person disgusting because they have sex for money? The only thing that's telling you that that's disgusting is your fucking Bible. That's it.
And you know how quickly that could change? You know how quickly our paradigm could just shift? People don't realize that. It's like it just takes a generation or two of political upheaval, people going crazy and overthrowing the government. Obama's listening to us now.
Fuck you, Obama.
Oh, what? Myke C-Town?
I ain't worried about that shit.
My
Obama insulted Kanye. Obama insulted Kanye, so fuck Obama.
Oh, Jesus. Kanye's a fucking joke. I love him. But, yeah, these things could shift. We're so comfortable in our situation right now, but the reality is superpowers have been overthrown. People's concepts of what right and wrong is could just be like that. If the right guy gets into power or just everyone just decides to change, and then you're just moving with the tide. Everything just shifts. And that's happened to people.
I don't know, man. Like, I think it depends on what it is, because those certain rules and regulations that come from the Bible, people, I think, especially now, people need that. I don't personally, but really? Yeah, dude, because that shit gives them a reason to live. And it gives them, you don't realize how many people only do good things because they think they're supposed to.
You think that if it wasn't for that, if somehow they find out it was fake as shit, they'd go out and just rape someone tomorrow? I don't think so, man.
Nowadays in 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be a real big problem.
Come on, they're not going to go out and bash someone in the head with a rock just because
I think they would. Because I think a lot of what is stopping people from being inherently evil is that fucking book. And I'm not saying that people from birth are just automatically evil, but I think that a lot of people, they don't spend any time actually researching themselves, learning about themselves, learning about how their mind actually works. They just say, well, you know what? This is how I'm supposed to be. And then that's it. So if you've been thinking your entire life that this is how I'm supposed to be, and then, let's say at age 27, you find out that your entire life you've been lied to and that you didn't have to be this way. You could be any way you want to. Then what's going to stop you? What's going to stop you? See, people like, I'm not trying to get into your religious background, but people me,
let's go.
I'm not a religious person. So the majority of my life, I've just come up saying, well, you know what? I'm going to be nice because that's the cool thing to do. I'm not going to, go around calling people faggots because that's not cool. I'm not going to go around calling women cunts because that's just not cool. It has nothing to do with what the Bible says or what I think Jesus might have thought. Yeah. It's just, I can look at people and say, you know what? If I say this to you, it's going to hurt your feelings, and that's a shitty thing to do. And it's that simple. But other people, they've always fallen back on, well, you know what? I'm not supposed to do this because that's what Jesus said not to do.
Sometimes, I know it's very optimistic of me to say this, but I've heard the argument over and over again. It's like, what's stopping you? Like, you'll talk to an atheist and be like, oh, well, what's stopping you from going out and rape whenever? But, like, I don't know.
The law.
Yeah, that too. That's the other thing. But I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, raised super conservative. It's a cult.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. And I do think a lot of my concepts of morality and all that stuff was built on that foundation. I can't escape that. I think, do I still have any? I might have a few lingering tidbits from them, but I think I've shaken a good portion of it. Like, they were super obviously anti-gay marriage, anti-gay,
right,
all that
right.
stuff. I don't know. There was definitely a slow shift for me from like 7th grade being like, I remember there were times where I was like, why? Like, I know I'm told to pray, but it's so obvious to me. It just felt like nothing happened. Like, just, it was so, like really, I would sit there and just be like, Jehovah, please just help me do good on this test, and I need to get a good grade so I don't get my ass whooped, all that stuff. And I would stop and I would be like, in the name of Jesus Christ, our reigning Lord in heaven, amen. Wow. That just by the way, me just mumbling that came from my subconscious.
Wow.
I haven't said those words in fucking 9, how many years? It's been a long time. It's been a while. But that's how deep it is in me. Anyway, in the name of Jesus Christ, blah, blah, blah. And I would say amen, and then I would stop and like, you don't feel anything. You don't feel any rays of hope wash over you. You just hear your room. You just hear the clock.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I guess here's where a religious person would be like, oh, because he ain't in your heart. He ain't there. So I mean,
it's got nothing to do with your heart, man. It's your mind. Religion does not control your heart. It controls your mind. And people need to get off that bullshit of Jesus and God aren't in your heart. Man, come on, dude. Like, give me a break. No, I'm just not. Okay, so you were talking about how when you were younger you would ask God or for these things. I went to Christian school when I was younger, in
from what ages?
From like 2nd grade until 7th grade. I went to Christian school, and I went to a school where every morning they would have service where you'd go into this big chapel, and the preacher would say some random whatever shit, and then everybody would roll on around the floor acting like they had the Holy Ghost. And this was we were young kids.
And there were speak in tongues?
Yeah, speaking in tongues.
That's Baptist, right? Southern Baptist?
I don't even remember, man. Okay. I can't remember back then. I would assume, but this was in California.
Whoa, okay.
So this wasn't Southern Baptist. I don't know what the fuck they were. Crazy is what they were.
Crazy is the
okay. Crazy is a good definition for people that do that. But they'd roll around the floor, screaming and hollering.
Suck my dick.
You're going to fucking hell.
We're there already.
Yeah.
We're all gonna blow me. Oh my god.
You just lost 50% of your fucking subscribers, dude.
I gained another 50, motherfucker. The assholes coming in. Hey, this show's all right. Yeah, but go ahead.
But yeah, so like every day while these people are rolling around the floor, I remember me and my friend Donnie Stokel, we'd sit there and be like, God, this is fucked up. Like, how come we don't ever get this? How come we don't ever get this weird thing where we're talking in another language and rolling around the floor? Yeah. So when you're that young, you start to think, okay, well, you know what? Maybe God just doesn't want to talk to me. So then it's like, well, why does God not want to talk to me, but he wants to talk to everybody else, including the people that are mean to me, including the people that, right. Including the guy that threw the fucking dodgeball at my head the other day. Why is he talking to him, but me being a really good kid, why is he not speaking to me? The reason is because it's not fucking real. I'm not saying that God's not real. I'm saying this mass hysteria bullshit is not real.
Yeah.
This rolling around the fucking floor, speaking in tongues when you're fucking, 10 years old, 12 years old, it's bullshit.
You know what it is? It's kids. I think what kids see, it looks fun to them. It's like, I get to act a fool, and my parents are okay with it. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it might be that for some. I think for some people, it's seriously... It's mass. It's almost like mass hypnosis. Like, these people, they're in this huge room and they see everybody else doing this and they think that that's what they're supposed to do.
Glossolalia. So I think I just pulled that. I might have pulled that word out of my ass, but I think it's called some glossolalia. Am I right? Yeah, glossolalia or speaking in tongues is the fluid vocalization of speech-like syllables that lack any readily comprehended meaning. Some consider it part of the sacred language, and there are like anthropologists who go out and study this stuff, and it's super interesting. If you like, people will write like do PhD theses on this stuff. Like they'll just go through churches just studying, like, and they'll have in-depth interviews on these guys. Like, how do you feel when you do it? How did you learn you could do it? What happens after you do it? All that shit.
The power of suggestion is such a serious thing. Like when you hear those stories about people in like Brazil who like get the stigmata or they cry blood.
Yeah.
That's not God. That's them. That's the power of the mind. Like, we do not use very much of our brain capacity. I really feel like our brains could do, now I ain't trying to be like on some like X-Men shit,
yeah,
but like I really feel like our brains can do a lot more than we think they can do. Like if like the whole idea of something being psychosomatic, right. Like if you think you are sick, your body will start behaving as such, right?
Right.
So if you think that Jesus is in your body, or God is in your body, and that you are now developing these holes in your palms because you are in some way the physical manifestation of what Jesus went through however many years ago. Your body, I really feel like if the power of persuasion is hard enough, your body can start to exhibit those signs. That's not God. Because why would... Okay, here's my thing. What reason would God have to do that? What reason?
Because I guess to get more followers. If I'm playing devil's advocate,
but if he wanted more followers, why wouldn't he just appear in the sky and be like, "Yo, this is God, motherfucker, follow me"?
They say that's too easy. That's the opposition. That's what they say.
It's too easy.
Yeah,
so it's harder. Because this is God now. We as these subordinate beings, we are now judging what is hard and easy for God. Okay, so because it's too easy for God to just say, "Hey, follow me." Instead, he picks this random fucking person in this teeny weeny village in Brazil and makes her cry blood and says, "You know what? Because she cried blood, you should follow me." Me as a rational human being, do you want to cry blood? I sure as fuck don't.
No, it's not enough. But yeah, you raise a good point. I always think about this. Like, if he wanted you or me, all God would have to do is send an angel to Times Square, and he's like, and he's just, the angel lands, and he's like, no technology works within like a 50-mile radius, and just hundreds of thousands of people see this guy, and everyone he looks at, their hair turns blonde, and they just... Why'd I have to choose that? But yeah, let's say they all fucking grow wings, everyone who sees him. And then those people go out. It is so fucking obvious. You or me tomorrow would be like, I guess he's real.
Exactly.
We're not going to sit here and... It's about evidence and just real shit. But
exactly.
It'll be just that easy. Tomorrow I'd be like, I guess I gotta go fucking church then. I wouldn't like it. Honestly, I probably still wouldn't like it. I'd be in there like, this shit's boring as fuck, man.
I wouldn't. Shit. If an angel came down and made my hair turn blonde and maybe to grow some wings, I'm going to church. And I'm going to enjoy the fuck out that shit.
What if the angel just put a weave in your hair? What if your angel just gave you a nasty-ass weave? Like
a big Beyonce weave?
Yeah, but it was just not good. It just smelled kind of funny. It was like a dollar store weave.
Damn, it ain't that good Indian Remy?
It ain't that good shit either.
It ain't that number 7?
I need that Brazilian 28
I need that Brazilian, for real.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I'd be like, man, God, you a cheap motherfucker, man.
Myke C-Town, you are going to hell now. It's like, dude, I'm just saying the truth. It's like, you are going to hell. There is no YouTube in hell either.
Oh, there is.
You know what would be in hell? They would have only live leak. Hell's internet would only have live leak, and every time you try and go on the porn websites, I almost said porn channel. Every time you go on porn sites, only Live Jasmine comes up. And
what's Live Jasmine?
You don't know live? Oh, Jesus Christ, Myke C.
I'm gonna give you a little tidbit. I don't really watch porn.
Okay, Myke C. This is over.
I'm sorry.
You what? Okay. I'm
not gonna my ex-girlfriend totally ruined that for me. She was addicted to porn.
What?
Yeah.
That's more interesting than what I was about to say. My dumb joke. What? How was she addicted?
She would watch it like it was fucking Martin.
She got out the popcorn. Oh shit! This great scene is coming up.
She would just turn it on and just be like, it would be playing in the background, whatever. And I would come over the house and be like, why are you watching this? Because in my head, like, if people are fucking on TV, we should be fucking in real life. Like, this is like preparation, right? Like, this is like watching a yoga video.
Yeah.
They do a move, we do a move. But no, she would just be like putting it on like it's just normal television.
Would you ever like try and touch her and she'd push you away? Like, no, I'm watching.
Well, she would just look at me like, "What are you doing?"
Wait, are you shitting? So she'd
swear.
rather watch other people?
Yeah, and she would think that was normal, and I'm like, "This is not normal for us to come to the house and you just put some porno on." And it wouldn't just be like romantic porn, like like the stroking of the hair type shit, like that raw, like.
Oh, the rough stuff that I watch when no one's watching. I look over my shoulder. And, that did she ever watch hentai?
No. She's not. No.
Would you have been concerned?
She liked real people.
Okay.
I mean, I try really hard not to judge what other people get off on.
Fuck it, we'll judge this chick.
But look, people watching animated people fucking and jerking off to that shit, like that's real weird, man.
Well, there was a time.
I know. I can tell.
I was in high school. I'm not gonna. Yeah, all right. I'm weird, but it's
we're all weird. Things.
Somebody's watching it. I was one of those people. I don't watch it anymore. If I do, it's usually on the side while I'm watching real people, and it's like Bart fucking Marge or something, and it's like what? You ever see those ads? It's like Homer.
God. No.
Homer and the chick from Family Guy.
My god!
It's like why does this scenario exist? And the art is always shitty. I'm always judging the art. It's like this is garbage, dude.
Oh my god! No, I've never heard of this. This is just the weirdest thing ever. But I'm really not surprised.
I'll send you a link or two after this.
Yeah. Oh sure, yeah. Email them to me.
But like Live Jasmine is this thing. It's one of those webcam sites. So you're watching a regular video and you click it and. You see the thumbnails. You click a thumbnail, and then Live Jasmine is it's a webcam site where they get like hundreds of girls to sit in their bedrooms and do webcam shows for people. But that's their pop-up ads.
See, I have absolutely no desire to watch cam girls. Me neither. I don't. It's just like it's the same reason I don't go to fucking strip clubs. Why am I going to sit here and pay money for you to get naked? I'm not fucking. I'm good.
You want to hear a dumb story of mine?
Always.
So I went to Portland the other day. No, a few months ago, and I guess I was just lonely. Like the Tinder girls weren't coming through. I was talking to a bunch of them, but nothing was popping. I needed something, right? So I'm like, okay, God damn, I'm fiending. I'm in this new city. I gotta. So I'm like, you know what? I hate strip clubs. Let me just go to one, right? Let me just go. Oh God. So. I'm walking through weird ass Portland, walking to the strip club. I guess the girls are decent looking. I had to pay a $4 cover, which is just so shitty.
That's good.
Like, really?
$4?
Why? I have to pay. Is cover to keep out homeless people or something?
I think the cover is to make sure that they make at least some money because there's assholes like me that don't ever tip. So.
Oh, okay. You better tip that lady. She's working. She's working to support those kids, my friend.
Yeah, well, it ain't my kids.
And she's got one on the way right there on the stage.
It ain't mine.
It ain't mine, though.
It ain't mine.
So I go up and what was I? Oh, yeah, I didn't have any cash on me. So I was trying to get some out of the ATM. I was like, oh, fuck, let me just get a 20. So I start swiping, and my card wouldn't work. And it said insufficient funds. I know there's enough money on here. So I go on my phone. I'm standing there in the strip club, and this lady's bouncing her ass on the pole, and just I feel so uncomfortable. So I'm just standing there trying to transfer money. I transfer the money. I still kept swiping, and it keeps saying denied. And it just keeps pumping out these receipts saying that I don't have enough money or decline. After I tried 5 times, and I was like, man, fuck this shit. I just walked out. I didn't say fucking shit. I walked out sadly as the techno music played behind me.
So you didn't get to see no booty?
I saw it. They were standing in front of weirdo dudes on the stage. So I saw that amount of booty, and I just left. I just laughed to myself because it was just so stupid. It was terrible. But I don't like strip clubs. I was just lonely that night.
You know what, man? I don't like strip clubs either. The only time I have fun at strip clubs is if I'm basically blackout drunk.
Oh.
I got one for you. I remember we went there. We went to a strip club on my boy's. It's my boy's bachelor party, and I was drunk before we even got there. Because I'm not going to go to the strip club and buy a bunch of drinks because they're all watered down.
Yeah.
And they charge you way too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I get my sip on before we even go. So we get there, they're having a good old time. They're watching strippers.
How many friends?
Dude, it was me. Let me see. Me, Scott, Casey, Jeff, and
Faith.
So it was 5 of us. Now Faith would never go to a strip club, would you? Crazy ass motherfucker. So we go and they're all being civilized, tipping all this shit. And I'm sitting in the back, wasted. And I remember this one chick walked by, this black chick. She came by, and I was high-fiving everybody because when I'm drunk, I'm really nice to everyone.
Oh, you're one of those. You're
yes,
friendly one.
I'm very friendly. So I held my hand up to give her a high five. And she walked by and didn't give me a high five, and instead gave me some dirty look.
Okay.
So I looked at her and I said, "Well, fuck you, Tyra Skanks." Now that should have been the sign to take my stupid ass out of that fucking strip club.
Absolutely, yeah.
But they thought it was funny.
Tyra
so my boys kept me there, and they're like, "Oh no, let's get Myke some more drinks. He's turned up." All right, yeah. So. Now, this one I did feel bad about. This stripper was on stage, and she was very talented, like we were talking about earlier. She did things that not many people can do. And one of those things was she laid on the ground and put both of her feet behind her head and was clapping her feet like they were hands. If the visual makes sense to you.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah. And
I don't know if I like that. It just seems interesting.
It was pretty cool. It was almost like something you'd see on like the circus or something. It was pretty interesting. So again, I'm wasted and I'm jumping up and down. Oh shit! And I start yelling, "Pussy pretzel, pussy pretzel, pussy pretzel." I'll put some mustard on that shit, girl.
Are you shitting me?
I swear to God, this
pussy
poor
pretzel?
woman, yes. She stops what she's doing. She gets up, gathers her money, and walks off stage. And at the moment, it was the greatest thing ever. The next day, I felt like the biggest piece of shit. How many people do you know that can actually make a stripper leave the stage?
Pussy pretzel.
Yeah. I was
How did you
even...
dick. What?
I don't know, man. I'm an idiot.
That's gold, man. But that...
It was terrible.
You know what she did? She went home and she prayed and she called her mom and she started crying about how like she left her home and shit.
Probably.
I know. Pussy pretzel, dude.
And her mom was like, "That's what you get, being a hoe. I told you, take your ass to school."
Did you hate yourself right after that?
I did.
How do you know? I think you know what I think happened. And we'll close out with this. Or just start wrapping it up. Her dad was a pretzel salesman, and you saying "pussy pretzel" reminded her of her dad and how he used to give her pretzels when he was younger, and she comes from a long line of pretzel bakers.
That could be it, or it could be that they were all at home one night having a good old time, and her dad said, "You know what? I want a pretzel," and that motherfucker never came back.
Oh shit! And you reminded her of her dad leaving.
Pussy pretzel, pussy pretzel, pussy pretzel.
And she was like, "Oh my god.
Oh my god, my pussy drove my daddy away.
This has come full circle."
Yeah. All he wanted was a pretzel, and all I had was pussy.
Oh my god.
So he's gone. He's gone. I'm sorry. Stripper, if you're listening to this, I'm really sorry.
Now she's running her own pretzel business now because of you, dude.
Well,
Pussy pretzel company. You get a pussy and you get a pretzel.
Hey, now that's a good fucking deal.
You just and then
that's a good ass deal. You go to the fucking little cart.
You can...
I want a cinnamon pretzel and a side of pussy.
And what kind you want?
That doesn't sound good at all. But she's hot. She's
that
hot.
sounds like the grossest woman.
She's actually
ever.
the hottest chick here. She looks like fucking. She looks like some hot chick. I don't know. And she's like,
"Hey, what kind you want?"
And you gotta choose.
Oh god, she looks like B. Arthur. Is what it sounds like.
No man, she's hot. What if the chick had that kind of voice? Could you get with that? It's just the most gorgeous looking lady.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you want?
I dated this chick. She was an ex stripper, and she had a voice like that because she smoked cigarettes a lot.
Oh boy.
And I mean, we just we didn't really talk that much anyway. But
yes.
Yeah.
Played a lot of video games. Held hands, I'm assuming.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of Gyromite going on up in that place. A whole lot of Metroid.
Yes, of course.
Centipede, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Your dick's a centipede? That's cool.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
this has
Doesn't
been
sound
great.
like
This
cool
is
to
even
say
more
it.
fun than the last time, man. Seriously.
True.
This is fucking nuts. Tell the people where they can find you.
Actually, I've made it easy now. You can actually just go to MykeCtown.com.
Wow, yes.
And that has my Twitter, that has my email, that has my YouTube, has Dead in Hip Hop's YouTube on there. I'm taking shit to the next motherfucking level, bruh.
All right.
I'm trying to be Anthony Fantano when I grow up.
Yes.
All right. I'm trying to get my little 18,000 subscribers to his 550 million subscribers that he has.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to get to the point where I have to go to no fucking job. Me and Faith can sit up here and make YouTube videos every day, right, girl?